Employment remains the main goal of education for most people. But some educators are aiming for more. Venice Joseph, a former researcher at JNU in Delhi, learned how to combine life skills with English classes while training refugees at a United Nations program. He replicated the same method at Banapuram village in Telangana. The results have been far-reaching, beyond mere academic improvement. Here's the story.
The line is Minabel, the bird is Sikivanati, the horse is beside the elephant.
It's the English period at this primary school in Banapuram in Khammam district in Telangana. The teachers have arrived here from neighboring villages especially for this class, and children look forward to this period every day because the chalk and board method is ditched for playful learning, song and dance.
Activities, songs, life skills, grammar and everything I learned this in this class.
Venice Joseph, a former researcher at JNU, started this unique educational program in Banapuram 9 years ago with his wife, Ima Mary. They combined English and life skills to prepare children not only for jobs but also for the larger challenges of life.
Life skills are broadly defined by WHO and UNICEF into three broad categories: interpersonal skills and communication skills, critical thinking and advocacy skills, coping and self-management skills. So why they are important is like it helps people use the resources better, live better in a community, especially in a democratic context like we are in. In India, even more it's important because we actually negate life skills in our schools here.
The idea was born during Venice's stint of working with Burmese and Afghan refugees in Delhi for a United Nations program. The UN High Commission for Refugees was helping them resurrect their lives by training them in life skills as well as job skills such as basic computing and spoken English. The transformation that Venice witnessed convinced him that this was the model he wanted to adopt for children in schools.
It's still nascent even in UK and places like that, but Sweden and few countries like that are slowly adapting it, from moving from an exam-oriented, grade-based system to where people actually learn skills and apply it in life.
Banapuram was Ignis's first program assigned by HDFC's CSR arm HT Parekh Foundation. Special teachers are recruited through a fellowship program to run these Ignis classes.
Really, Ignis supports us from 8 years, last 8 years. It really helped us to grow the enrollment because we have a lot of competition in this village because so many private schools are working, bringing their children to their school. Maybe 25% above we got the increment in the enrollment.
Additionally, the management vouches for gender parity in school enrollments now. Many children have become more ambitious about their careers and are going out of their village to pursue a higher education, and girls aren't getting married immediately after the 10th standard.
As I improve my English, I will become a teacher. I can speak better.
Our relation with Banapuram is mutual, as much as we shaped Banapuram, Banapuram shaped us, because this was our first venture into school altogether. And with Banapuram, we realized how a 6-year intervention can change a community overall.
Perceptions are changing outside the village too. Badya Naik is a well-off farmer from neighbouring Tanda village. He owns 15 acres of land. He says he has saved money to educate his girls, but not for their dowry. Even though he can afford a private education for his 3 girls, he chose Banapuram Primary School for them.
నేను ఇంతవరకే 10th వరకే 10వ తరగతి వరకే కాపలా.
I can stand by them till 10th standard, but after that, it's their own talent and skills which will help them. It's their confidence and communication skills which will enable them to even step out of our district.
పదాలనేది తనకు తెలివి రాకపోతే ఆమె కనీసం జిల్లాను దాటి అవతలకు పోలేదు.
The social change brought about in Banapuram through this intervention over several years has given investors confidence in the Ignis method. Besides, the program has positively impacted over 13,000 teachers and 2 lakh children in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Karnataka and Delhi. In 2015, Ignis also launched the Rural Teacher Fellowship Program, in which they select teacher aspirants from rural areas and place them in government schools. Today, Ignis is affiliated with 200 schools, of which 165 are budget private schools, all nurturing children for successful careers and a meaningful life.
Teacher training, life skills and languages all ensure quality education, and Ignis uses them all in a concerted manner. Beyond these factors, if there's something that makes a school a good school or a teacher a good teacher, it is the innovative ideas that teachers bring to the table. In the next episode of Get School 2.0, we'll look at some of these path breakers. Goodbye for now.